This is a promo.
This is a promo. And this is the end of this promo. No, not really. That would have been great.
I would have been down to sit here for a minute and a half.
Just
silent, dead air.
Just with this up.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm in a mood today, Ethan.
As always.
But you know what? This is a bigger mood than usual because I'm super excited to be playing Boatman and Campbell. These are two dangerous people.
Yeah.
But so are we.
This is true. They're really good players. They're both known as like two of the best top tier stuff. So I feel like we're ready. We're going to have fun. And I would like to keep going in this tournament with you. I would like to keep playing. And I think we're going to do it.
As would I. And you know what? I think we will too. So best of luck to you guys, but hopefully more luck to us.
Yes.
Okay. Well, before we get started, I want to issue an apology because, I've gotten some flack for some of the things that I've said in my last couple of promos that they've been weird or off topic or whatever. And I want to sincerely apologize because ultimately it is my fault because I still haven't figured out what the OC is about. But this time I've done research. So, Michael, this is what the OC is about. It's December 1st, 1939. A prostitute's corpse washes up on the shores of Detroit, Michigan. The murderer, the governor of Michigan. Now the entire police department has engaged in a cover-up, and the only men who can stop it are Detective Ray O. Sanchez and Detective Ellie C. Kimball. So welcome to the OC. Check your local 7-8.
You nailed it. Yeah.
We got it. CW.
It took a while, but you finally got it.
No, we figured it out.
Hello and welcome back to Full Metal Trivia. I am Sandy the Sandman. Oh wait, no I'm not. I'm Brian the MacGuffin Michaels. With me is who's this guy who's not been around for a while?
It's been a while. We flipped. We reversed.
Yeah, just
a cha-cha slide. Anyway, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you been?
I'm good. I'm living life. I'm so excited to be back on camera with a bunch of people that I haven't been on camera with for a while.
Back on camera, came back for an important match. This is the semifinals, I believe, of this whole tournament. And today we have Cult Classics taking on Red Herrings to see who's going to move on to the final to face, I believe it is either Jurassic Sharks or insert name here. If I'm not correct? If I'm not incorrect.
I have no clue. I'm just following your lead.
But without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring in our teams today. Introducing first, with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss, it is Andrew the Dive Barr and Ethan the Big Easy Beller. They are Cult Classics.
But
and
did you give a really good depiction of what the OC's about?
Nobody knows what the OC's about.
Gotcha.
We don't learn to read. We watch movies here. And introducing second, with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss, it is Michael the Golden God Campbell and Caleb the Little Boat Boatman. They are Red Herrings.
No longer owned by Fox. It's owned by the CW now.
Now you're on question 1, and we are all
do what I want.
The rails.
It's actually on HBO Max, by the way.
Doug, will you please tell these people how round 1 works?
Well, in the OC, how round 1 works.
Dude, I'm fucking ready. Let's go.
Damn it! I didn't prepare for this.
Oh God, one of those matches.
I love my 1930s detective stories. Let's go.
Every competitor gets 8 questions from 8 different categories. For each question, they have 15 seconds to write down an answer. After time is up, the competitors will show their answers and say what they have written down. Correct answer is worth 1 point. If the competitor answers all 8 questions, they will get a bonus question. I think I did that all right.
That sounds wonderful, Doug. It's like you never left.
Thanks.
All right. Everybody remember you have, is it 3 repeats still?
3.
They changed to 4 here. It is 3.
Nope,
okay. 3 repeats and 1 challenge. Any questions before we get started? I would hope not at this point in the tournament, or else
I
you'd really
just want to say I like Doug's new hair color. It makes him look like a Backstreet Boy.
It does.
I'm going for Nick Lachey.
Very
so
good.
are you the cute one then?
No, I'm the chubby bad boy.
Ooh.
All right. Caleb already shamelessly looking for free points. Let's get you started then with question 1, which is going to come in the category of directors. What is the only film directed by Eddie Murphy?
Now, some would say this man has been snubbed at awards.
But many others would say, not so much. Unless you're talking about Norbit, because that should have won an Oscar right there.
So much better than The Nutty Professor.
4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. I will start with Boatman.
Is that Boomerang?
And Andrew.
Harlem Nights.
Michael.
Fuck, it is on the left. I should have gone to.
And Ethan.
I had life.
Just Andrew getting the point. The correct answer was Harlem Nights.
Good pull, Andrew.
That was maybe I was thinking of.
As we jump into your second question in romance rom-coms, in Last Christmas, what is revealed to be the connection between Kate and Tom?
You know, last Christmas, Doug, I gave you my heart.
It feels like you just whammed me in the face with that one.
But the very next day, you gave it away. Just saying.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sucker punch you with that one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Let's start with Andrew this time.
An actual heart, like a transplant?
Michael.
Yeah, I said he gave her like a body part. So it might be too.
Ethan.
I had Kate has his heart.
And Boatman.
I said he gave her his heart.
All is correct, and I didn't even realize I was spoiling the question by singing the song. So there it was right there.
As long as you're not
wham all
okay.
4 body parts, unless there are any challenges to Michael.
Yeah. How do you feel, Andrew?
Okay.
What's that?
How do you feel about the body part answer? You want to?
I watched a little bit of the challenge while I'm waiting for you.
It's a little broad.
Yeah.
Good decision.
Andrew, I think we should challenge because of your answer of family member was not accepted for the other match.
No, I'm okay with it, Ethan. Let's save
Okay.
that. Let's save that challenge.
Okay. All right, we'll leave it.
Okay. So then all 4 players get the point, bring us to a score of 3-2, going into question 3, which is in the category of action adventure. In how many of the Lethal Weapon films does Joe Pesci's Leo Getz appear?
Favorite Joe Pesci performance?
Favorite Joe Pesci performance? I probably gotta go to My Cousin Vinny.
That's such a good one. I was gonna end it in why is it my cousin? Yeah, I can speak to that.
It's none of the Scorsese movies for me though, because Kirk, don't at me. 5.
He will.
Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. I will start with Michael
3.
and Ethan.
I went with 1.
Boatman
Everyone but the first one. 3.
and Andrew.
3.
3 is correct. Everyone except Ethan getting that point.
Which I believe ties us all up. All right, let's go into your next question, which comes in the category of actors and actresses. What MCU actress made her feature film debut in the 2006 remake of When a Stranger Calls?
A film I've never seen.
Now, what would you do if a stranger calls?
I probably wouldn't even answer because if I don't recognize the number, hell, half the time I do recognize the number, I don't answer the phone because that's what texting is for. Don't call me. Just saying.
I am socially awkward. Do not send me anything but a text
5,
that I can ignore and turn over and go back to sleep.
3. Exactly right. 2,
Repeat.
1. Oh, first repeat from classes.
All right. In actors and actresses, what MCU actress made her feature film debut in the 2006 remake of When a Stranger Calls? Now, I'm just saying, if you text me and I don't answer and you're left unread, it's just because I have crippling anxiety and depression. I just don't like to answer things sometimes. Too dark?
5, 4, 3. We get shit around here. 2,
Nice.
1. Markers down. Let's start with Ethan this time.
Elizabeth Olsen.
And Caleb?
I said Brie Larson.
Andrew?
I think it is Elizabeth Olsen, but I also said Brie Larson.
And Michael?
Yeah, I was gonna put Elizabeth Olsen too, but I went Brie Larson.
The correct answer is actually Tessa Thompson.
Okay.
Oh,
Valkyrie
She was
herself.
the friend. She was the friend.
okay.
All right, go to question 5, category of sci-fi fantasy. What famous location does Kong climb and eventually fall from at the end of 1976's King Kong?
Now, if you were being chased down by a plane, because I'm not going to give anything away here. If you were being chased down by a plane, would you want it to be like Naked Gun 33 and the Third, or like North by Northwest?
I don't really remember Naked Gun 33 and a Third, so I'm
It's
going to say I
literally
could probably outrun the truck by plane from North by Northwest. Just saying.
It's literally this toy plane that they fly
Oh,
on
well, I'll take
set.
that one. 3, 2, 1. Markers down. We're back to Boatman.
Empire State Building.
Andrew.
I think this is a trap. Empire State Building.
Michael.
Empire State Building.
And Ethan.
I hope it was a trap because I had World Trade Center.
Ethan, the only person getting that right. In the 1976 version, it was the World Trade Center.
All right, guys, as we jump into your next category of comedy,
Good job.
do not laugh. The question is, what is the name of the 2003 remake of Can't Buy Me Love?
I don't even know what to say about this without giving things away. It's just
Yeah,
some
you
movies
can't
are so
really-
perfect they should not be remade.
Yeah, I agree. I
I
agree
actually
with
very
that.
much enjoy
sentiment.
this, but that's a surprise to no one because that late '80s comedy kind of thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Let's go to Andrew.
You'll just have to wait.
I see what you did there, Michael.
Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Ethan
Love don't cost a thing.
and Boatman.
They want us to love don't cost a thing him. Can't buy me love.
That's the thing. Yes, correct.
Good pull, Ethan.
Community quote.
All right. Question 7. Who is in the category of horror? Who played the titular character in 1985's The Bride? And yes, Andrew, I used the word titular, but only once in my matches. As we all giggle like schoolgirls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Would you, Michael?
Linda Hamilton.
Ethan.
Meg Ryan is an 80s actress.
Caleb.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
And Andrew.
Yep, that's it. I wrote Gina Davis.
The correct answer is Jennifer Beals.
Oh.
Jennifer Beals. That was the movie where Sting played Frankenstein.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's jump into your final question of the round. Since no one got a perfect round, we're going to go to plot summaries. Name the movie from the plot summary. As the fabled blood moon approaches, 2 sibling bounty hunters encounter a new form of evil that might hold a secret to their past. Now, what is the secret to your past, Brian?
I
it
have no
Indiana
secrets.
Jones?
I'm an open book. It is a very boring book. It has nothing interesting in it at all.
I don't know. We found out a while ago that you like to switch your posters.
I do. It's a secret of my past. Let me see. I've been to a Spice Girls concert. Does that count? Long story.
Brian.
Don't ask.
What's
5,
the one?
4, 3, 2,
Spice up your life.
1. Markers down. We'll start with Ethan.
No idea. I put Critters.
Boatman.
I said Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Andrew.
I said the Brothers Grimm.
And Michael.
I also said Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters is
Oh!
correct.
I had that and I erased it.
Oh man.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break to calculate scores. We'll be right back. Welcome back after that quick break. We have all decided the score is Red Herrings with a score of 8 points to Cult Classics 6. Only 2 points separating them, but anything can happen, of course, going into round 2, which is the wheel round. Doug, take us away with the rules for round 2.
All right, round 2. As you guys know, the leading team will decide to go first or second. The player or team that goes first will bet on either red or black. The wheel will be spun and will let it land on either a category or a color. If a color is spun, the team with the corresponding color will choose the category for themselves or their opponents. If a category is spun, the team that spins can choose to take it as a respin, but if the respin, whatever it lands on, is what you're getting. From those categories, the competitors will receive 6 questions worth 2 points each. Multiple choice is available, reducing the point value to 1, and opponents can steal, so be careful, guys. Swipe or no swiping.
And the categories on your round 2 wheel for tonight are comedy, crime, feels like the first time, which is film debuts, Robin Hood, war, it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine, Saoirse Ronan, classics, action adventure, Christmas in July or whenever this airs, Red Herring strength of movie release dates, and Cult Classic strength of directed by Eli Roth, and of course, red and black. Red Herrings, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or second?
Go second.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to go second.
We will
So,
go first,
Cult
Ryan.
Classics. What?
We will go first, right, Ethan?
You'll go first. Okay, great.
Yes.
What color would you like?
Red?
I like red.
Yeah, I like betting on red.
Okay, so they are taking red. Okay, Doug, give them their first spin.
Oh man.
Directed by Eli Roth.
I
Oh,
think we got
hey,
it. We got
let
it.
me-
Yeah, we're taking it.
Let's do it.
Okay, Doug, would you like to give them their questions for that?
Absolutely. Let me just scroll down to Eli Roth here in the document. It's all the way down at the bottom, and it just
Isn't
there
that
we go. There we go. All right, Cult Classic, are you ready?
Ready.
I mean, yeah.
All right. In which film does Eli Roth appear credited as Comrade Ivan?
The house with a clock in its walls.
The house with
The house with a clock in its walls.
Yeah.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Question 2. In Hostel, Josh and Paxton first meet Ollie while in what European city?
Oh, I think I know this one, Andrew.
what are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's Paris.
How confident are you? Because we are
I'm
tied
pretty
now.
confident. They talk about it. I think.
Do you want to go and not give them the option of multiple choice?
Yeah, I'm going for it. Paris. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. All right, next question, guys. How many Eloth? Eloth. How many Eli Roth directed feature films does Lorenzo Izzo appear in?
Let me just. I think I have it, but let me just make sure.
Mhm.
Andrew, I believe it's 3.
Name them.
Knock Knock, House with a Clock, and Green Inferno.
Go for it.
I'm going to say 3. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. Your fourth question. In Death Wish, what is the nickname of the drug dealer Paul kills after treating a young boy who comes in with a gunshot wound?
The
Oh,
Ice Cream
I
Man.
already know why Boatman's making that face. But yeah, it's the ice
The
cream.
Ice
Man.
Cream Man. Final answer.
Correct for 2 points.
You would have made the same face if we got that
I
question.
did. I would
Yes,
have.
you
I'm
would've.
not gonna lie. I
All right.
would have. Absolutely.
Your fifth question. What kind of festival are the girls attending in Slovakia before being taken in Hostel 2? Part 2.
It's a harvest festival.
Go for it.
Harvest festival. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. And your final question, directed by Eli Roth. In The Green Inferno, what does Amy see that makes her realize the meat she is eating was her friend Samantha?
Her tattoos. Final answer.
That's correct for another 2 points.
Clean sweep
Way
of the
to go,
category.
Ethan.
Oh,
I knew one of those.
Well, I'm sure Ethan's glad you could help participate there.
All right, guys. So going away for and it's on black.
Dates?
God damn it.
Yeah, there's nothing really else on we
Yeah.
consider, right? Like,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I say we go dates. Unless you like,
Yeah.
I think dates is the right way to go.
Yeah, let's just go dates. No plot stuff or anything.
Okay, movie
We'll
release
go
dates. Okay, I will give you questions in movie release dates. All right, question 1. What year did Attack of the Killer Tomatoes come out?
That's 78.
Yeah, 78 sounds
Because
right.
1978. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Knew
I
that
cannot
one.
believe I knew that one.
Me too.
Question 2. How many years apart were Sin City and Sin City: A Dame to Kill for released?
Okay, let me do math.
We'll give you
So
a
the
few
second
extra
one is
seconds. There's math.
14.
2014, 2005. So that would be 9 years.
Yeah.
That was not very complicated math. 9 years, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points, and I'm sad you needed this whiteboard for basic subtraction.
I needed to visualize the two
I know.
numbers.
What year saw the release of Tom Cruise's first 2 films, Endless Love and Tapped?
That's 1981.
81. Yep.
1981, final answer.
Correct for 2 points. Which film in the Pink Panther franchise was released in 1975?
Okay. So let me do the thing. So first, it was,
You can use your whiteboard if you want, and we'll
Shot.
use a repeat.
yeah. If we need it, if we get to the end of the time, use repeat. Then it was Shot in the Dark. Then we have the Pink Panther returns in 75. So and it was that. So we were looking for
It was 75. It was
I
75.
think
Yeah.
it's the return of the Pink Panther.
3.
Repeat the question.
Repeat the question.
Which film in the Pink Panther franchise was released in 1975?
Yeah, I think it's the return of the Pink Panther. Because 76 was Pink Panther Strikes Again, 78 was Revenge. So the return of the Pink Panther. The return of
Final
the
answer.
Pink Panther, final answer.
That is correct, and I am scared.
We're just relying on Bowman's
Up a
Pink Panther
lot.
knowledge in every match.
Question 5.
This film's
Bing
up-
Crosby and Fred Astaire starred in Holiday Inn, released in what year?
That's
40.
4? What were you thinking?
I was going to say 42, but. Ooh. Oh boy.
I think 44, but if you want to go multiple, that's fine. Unless you really want to go 42, in which case I trust you. I might have been messing up.
Do you reckon maybe go multiple choice now that we've said 2 options?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, multiple choice. Fuck it.
Is it A, 1940, B, 1942, C, 1944, or D, 1945?
Appropriate. Are you like sort of confident in 44?
44 was just, I'm not like super confident, but that's what came up. And just based on the fact that it's 44 and 45 right next to it, like, oh, someone could be in between 44 and 45. Like, you want to go for 44?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
1944, final answer.
That is incorrect for the 1 point steal. The classics, your options are 1940, 1942, 1944, or 1945.
Well, it's definitely B or D.
I have no idea other than what they were saying before. Do we want to go 42 or do you have a better answer?
I think that 45 is a trap, so let's go with 42.
Okay.
Wait. Before you do.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think because
We're going to have to pick one. I think we should just stick with it.
Yeah.
42,
42
final
final
answer.
answer.
That is correct for a 1 point steal.
Sorry, Michael.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
And your final question, movie release dates. 1993 saw the release of 2 films based on Stephen King stories, The Dark Half and what other film?
That's Needful Things. Needful Things. I'm super confident because I was literally just going through my top 10 of 1993 after A Perfect World, and Needful Things is on there. So, Needful Things, final answer.
Damn it.
That is correct. I thought for a second you were going to say Needless Things.
I just missed it. Yeah, Needful.
I knew that because Chris logged it on Letterboxd.
Round 2, Red Herrings only giving up 1 point steal, and we're going to calculate our scores again and be right back. Welcome back once again. We've done the score calculations, and Cult Classics has now taken the lead by 1 point. It is 19-18. You can't get any closer with this without being tied, unless you're cheating using half points or something. But we're going to go into round 3 to find out who is going to win this match in the end and move on to the finals. Doug, give us the round 3 rules.
I got you. There will be 1 question worth 2 points and 2 questions worth 4 points. There is no multiple choice available and no stealing. A wheel will be spun to determine the movie for each question. Team will have the option to respin only once, one time in round 3, so choose wisely. For the 2-point question, a coin will be flipped to see which teammate will answer. Both players can collaborate on the remaining 2 questions. If a movie has no questions remaining, they will get an automatic respin for that point value. The team behind will start answering questions first. Once the team ties or moves ahead, the opponents will then take over. Each team will go back and forth answering until a team is mathematically eliminated. Mathematical.
All right, and because Red Herrings is behind by 1 point, they will be going first. But first we have to decide who's taking their 2-point question. But first, actually, why don't you give me a list of films for this match?
Would you mind doing that? Because I'm going to get a coin.
I will do that. We'll actually have a coin flip app, but I'll do it.
Oh, okay. You got that.
All right, so the movies for this match were Once, The Odd Couple, In the Heat of the Night, Die Hard, Babe, Pig in the City, A Perfect World, Oscar winner Out Cold, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Game Night, and Bad Times at the El Royale. All right, we're going to use a shiny quarter for our coin flip. Who's heads, who's tails?
I'll go heads. Sure.
Okay, so
Tails,
heads.
Miles per hour.
All right, flipping the coin. I can't even see what this is. It is heads. So Michael will be taking that question.
All right, Michael, you ready?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
Remember, you have 1 respin to use in the whole round.
Out cold.
I feel like I should just take it right, baby.
Yeah, we have to keep it. We are.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I'm giving them their questions, right?
Yeah, we'll switch this round. So you give them their question.
All right. Your 2-point question in Out Cold, Michael. Who plays Stumpy?
Zach Galifianakis?
That is incorrect. It was David Koechner.
Beckner.
Koechner. Okay. All right. So we are going to
4 points.
stay with them for their 4 points. Guys, and your film for the first 4 points is Bedtime at the El Royale.
I didn't get a chance to watch this.
I mean, I've seen it not in a while. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should respin and then
Right.
just take our chances and hopefully get a bit lucky. You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll respin.
All right, guys. Respin is in, and it is Die Hard.
Okay. I watched this one today, but also it's Brian, so I'm a little scared.
All right, guys.
I'm just saying, if
your
you're
first-
going to write a deep question,
What is his badge number? No.
Your first 4-pointer in Die Hard. What is the full fake name Hans Gruber gives when he runs into McClane?
it's Bill Clay. Bill Clay.
Go for it.
Bill Clay. Final answer.
God
That is
dang it!
correct for 4 points.
He doesn't
I
give it
wanted
quite
that
that intensely, but yes.
Well, Bill doesn't give it in that order, but he says Clay.
Clay.
Bill Clay.
No, I just meant the intensity.
You also forgot
It's-
the real bad American accent.
Yeah.
Real Clay.
Let's remember it's Boatman. Intensity is his character.
Oh God, you're one of them, aren't you?
That's not my character. That's just me.
All right. So with that, we go over to Cold Classic. Are you guys ready for your 2-point spin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, you want to be heads or
Oh, we
tails?
have to flip first. We have to flip
Oh,
first.
that's right. Sorry. I did not spin. It's still on Die Hard.
Fancy coin flip. Okay. Flipping your coin. Oh, wait. Who's who?
I'll be heads.
Yeah, I'll be tails.
Okay.
I'll be the bottom.
I'm going to start it back on heads again. You can't see it, but it is. All right. Coin has been
Glad
flipped.
people got that.
I don't know why I hold this up because nobody can see this. It is tails this time.
Oh boy. Okay.
Sorry, Andrew.
All right.
Oh,
2-pointer,
boy.
guys. 2-pointer.
Worst case
Is-
scenario.
Game night.
Oh man. Let's do it. Man, this is gonna be harsh though.
You got this.
Okay. Andrew, in game night,
Okay.
for 2 points, who
Okay.
plays the Bulgarian?
Michael C. Hall.
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
When you hesitated with the initial, I was terrified.
Me too.
All right. So that brings you to 21, still behind by 1 point. So we're going to go to your first 4-point question.
I'm not
All
gonna lie.
right, guys.
I almost said Michael C. Dexter for a second.
I mean, you do still have your
I would have
respin.
killed you. I think I could do it matter.
Bedtimes at El Royale.
Do you want to take this one?
I feel pretty good with it. I think we should take it.
I feel pretty good as well. All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Bad time for the El Royale. What is the difference between the guest rooms on the California side of the motel versus the Nevada side?
It's $1
California.
more.
California rooms cost $1 more.
Final
Final
answer.
answer.
That is correct. 4 points.
Well, also they're on the side of California. That's the difference. But
All right. So the score is now 25-22. We're going to go back over to Red Herrings, who must hit their other question in order to stay in the game.
All right, guys. And I believe you don't have a respin, right?
They have used their respin, so whatever it spins now, they're stuck with.
All right, guys. Game night.
Okay, Mike.
All right.
that's
All right,
Michael's
guys.
movie. God damn it.
All right. I go with the first 4
You read the
points.
second one.
Second one.
Just the
Okay.
Second question.
All right. Your 4-pointer. What is the name of the murder mystery company that runs the game?
It could be like one of like 20, similar sounding names, eh? Company.
Answer or repeat. 5.
Repeat the question. Repeat the question.
I'll handle repeats. I'll let you think of it.
Was that their first repeat or second?
Second.
That was
Second.
second. So one repeat, Randy.
All right. What is the name of the murder mystery company that runs the game?
I have no idea, so I'll let you think of it.
Yeah,
Play zone. Game
yeah, it's
house,
some
boarding
it's like
place. Settlers of
death,
Catan.
murder, murdering death, murder, mystery death, murder death,
3.
death murder.
Repeat
the question. Yeah.
Final repeat.
All right. What is the name of the murder mystery company that runs the game?
What were one of the ones you said? They sound more realistic than anything I can come up with.
I have no idea. Playroom, play zone, escape room, death place. Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day to you.
4.
Role
3.
play murder mystery game. Final answer.
Oh my God, no. And your winners, Cult Classics. Moving on
We're-
to the
yep.
finals.
We were looking for Murder We Wrote.
Murder We Wrote.
I also like
Death
Boatman's
murder.
second choice. I like Boatman's second choice of Settler of Catan and Murdering Your Family.
All right, that's the end of the game. Cult Classics pulling it out in the end, winning by a score of 25-22. Very close game. No TKOs. Didn't expect any in this kind of match. So let's go ahead and go to our post-match interviews. Let's start with our unfortunate second place team, Red Herrings. All right. So yeah, I mean, you guys had a little bit of lead coming out of round one. Round two still kept it within 1 point. That round three got you. Do you regret using the respin? Do you wish you used a different question? How you feeling?
I don't regret the respin. And also, like, of the movies that I would have prioritized, Game Night was at the bottom. Like, I'd seen that a couple of times, so I was feeling all right. It's just one of those things where it's like, should have looked at it, but yeah.
I'm happy that I knew a diehard question that Brian might get. That makes me feel good.
That's fair.
So
I mean, we
count that as a win tonight. But obviously, I mean, you guys, this still only brings you to 4-2. You still have a great record. You obviously made it to the semifinals of this. You guys plan on staying the team next year in Full Metal?
I think so. We haven't really talked about it, to be honest. Like, yeah.
I mean, probably. Yeah.
If we weren't going to tell you, Brian.
That's assuming we're scheduled in a match next year. Because we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we actually don't know what.
Keep in mind, as people are watching this right now, this is next year.
Oh,
sometime.
Fair. So if you're asking about 2022.
Yes, 2022. We'll continue. No.
We haven't talked about it, but I mean, I've seen no reason to break up. But like, yeah. So.
Full disclosure behind the scenes. The only thing that would actually make us break up is Cody Newberry yelling at Michael to break up with me as a teammate because he doesn't want Michael to give me any advantage.
Well, I thought that's why you guys came here, because he could get away from Cody. So this is like your safe haven. You guys this is a safe place for you guys. So you're okay. But congratulations on making it as far as you did. I'm sure we'll see you again.
And also,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Congrats to Ethan and Andrew, by the way. They played a good match.
You guys were.
First of all, how did you feel coming out of round one? You're down by 2 points. Yeah, you thought you might have not missed a challenge you should have done. That last question is what pulled them ahead out of a tie. How are you feeling coming out of that round?
Feeling out of round one, not too bad, because a 2-point difference going into round two is nothing to be afraid of, because that could obviously switch like we saw it did. But like, yeah, I mean, I would have been worried with a bigger deficit against them, but like for me personally, I think Andrew will probably agree. Like going into round three being up was like, that's all I wanted, and that's all I really could have asked for. So I don't know. How about you, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm just like, look, as soon as we spun Game Night, I was like, there's a lot of people in that it could be. But coming out of round one, I felt good only being down by that much.
I was impressed with your strategy of graciously keeping quiet and letting Ethan show his stuff off in round two for once. Because I know you knew them all, but
I did not know them all. Ethan knew them
I
all.
will say Andrew has had many matches with me where I have sat back and let him do his thing. So I finally I enjoyed.
Trust me, when you have Joseph as a partner, you get used to that kind of thing sometimes.
Can I just say congratulations for finally getting Eli Roth?
Thank you, Doug.
It took so long. It took so long. It paid off.
He's like, it was all for nothing. But you guys ended up taking the lead after round two. Round three, I know you guys do your work on the wheel round. I don't know if the spins just went your way or if it was just pure knowledge, but you guys pull out the win. So how are you feeling overall?
Really good. First of all, congratulations to Boatman and Campbell.
Absolutely.
They're two of the coolest dudes in the entire community. It's always a pleasure to face off against either of you.
Yeah.
But we made it to the finals of the tournament.
I know. We made it. Yeah, it feels great. I do want to congratulate them on a great game. And I was scared to play them. I really was. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like Bowman and Michael together, like alone, they're great. Together, like, come on. But yeah, like Andrew said, we made it to the finals. So I'm pumped.
You are in the finals. I was kind of thrust into hosting, so I want to make sure this is right. I believe it is Jurassic Sharks or insert name here will be your opponent.
That is correct. Yes.
What are your feelings on those? Do you have one you'd prefer to face off?
I mean, come on, Andrew.
I want you to trash talk at least one of the teams and tell the other one why you think they suck and don't deserve to face you.
I think that Tony and Jacoby will have complete understanding when I say, at least, I won't speak for Andrew. We have to play Jurassic Sharks. Because we've known those guys the longest. We've been friends with them the longest. We've never had a real proper match against each other, and we gotta play them. I mean, best of luck to insert name here too, but
Yeah. No disrespect to Jacoby and Tony whatsoever. It's just an about time kind of thing.
Yes.
Everyone knows that the four of us came into this community around the same time and that we grew a real quick bond. We've just never really gotten the opportunity to play each other. So, I mean, bring on either of them. We'll kick either of their asses.
All four of them at once.
All four of them, yeah. Like bring 2v4 handicap match. We got this, Ethan. Yeah.
That's just embarrassing right there. That's
classic.
That's a gift just waiting to happen. But yeah, I mean, good luck on your next match. You'll need it because then you get to go and lose to Wild Stallions, as I tell every team that makes it through the tournament. So enjoy your victories while they last. But congratulations on tonight, though, and great game. And we'll see you guys in your next match.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Now go in. Doug, final thoughts.
It was incredible. It was a really incredible match. There was some weak tea that was spilled, and none of it was delicious to drink up. So, but no, overall, we now know that it's Christmas time here, but it's probably 4th of July there. Happy Independence Day for those of you that are in the States. But yeah, no, it was fun.
Yeah, it had a lot of fun. This is the kind of match I like. It not only was it close, but the lead constantly changed. So you really didn't know what was going to happen until it came down to that last question. Congratulations to Cult Classics and also to Red Herrings for making it as far as they did. But until next time, I have been Brian Michaels. This has been Doug over here. They keep moving on. Doug, I'm glad to have you back. We'll see you guys again next time on Full Metal. Bye.